So we had a wonderful couple come to us and ask us if we could build a single cab 70 series for them. Obviously we were like, yeah, of course we can. So welcome to Don and Wendy's Silver 79. Now this is a current model, you know, brand new 70 single cab. These guys are gearing up to basically hit the road and go see this sweet country of ours, and we've been given the privilege of putting this vehicle together for them. So what that means is a whole lot of upgrading for this particular one. Coils, it is getting a tray body done by Camp King as well, so that's full custom setup by those guys. Front and rear winches, ARB bar work. As you can see, we've already got it on the hoist to start the coil setup. So this is getting a 4200 GVM, clutch, everything that goes with the kits, long range tank, in-cab air controls for airbags and all sorts of things. So we're throwing a lot of stuff on this particular one due to the fact that they're basically going to be living out of it as they do their touring. So we obviously want to show you guys what that looks like, and we're basically going to bring you along for the ride and watch it come together as we put it together. So, you know, sit yourselves down and enjoy the journey just as much as we are. It's going to be a good one. I'm quite excited about doing this and putting it together for them. It's been a long journey. It's been a long time coming. What has it been? It's been one of those things that they've been planning for a good while, and when they came and saw us, I don't know how long ago now as well, you know, we've obviously been back and forward to get the plan right. So Amy's literally been ordering parts and all sorts of things. Like, we've got our parts shelf over there, it's just literally decorated in all of their gear. So it should come together quite quickly, which is going to be good. We have been waiting on a few little niggly things. All this, you know, coronavirus rubbish has made life difficult in getting parts from places, but nonetheless we are here now and we are starting. So yeah, come along with us, and let's do it to it. So it's underway, and we've got we've got the front stripped down and done basically. So radius arms are in, shocks, coils, everything except for dampener. We're still waiting for that to come into stock. Panhard will do once that whole lot's on the ground. What we're going to do on these is make way for the front drive shaft as well, so I'll show you that guide. I'll show you guys that later. Wow. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the diff is being built as we speak. Ryan's on it, pretty much there. So now brake lines, all that kind of stuff. So hubs back on, axles are in, center is in as well, and away we go. So that's maintaining all your factory parts. which is great for if you're out in the middle of nowhere. Anything goes wrong, you can get parts. So what we're doing now is old housing comes out, leaves goodbye, and we make way for the cradle, which is right there. And that is basically step number 6055. That's going to happen very soon. After we've kind of thrown the coil setup in, then we're going to do the Brown Davis tank in this. Reason why we're going to do it that way is because this one's full of fuel at the moment. The genuine tank, obviously having fuel in it, as you can see, keeps a bit of weight at the rear of the car because we're pulling all the weight out. We always strap them in, as you can see, but definitely having some weight on the back helps. So, enough blabbering. We're going to do the next step of what I just said, which would make sense. Alright, let's do it. Well, progress update on the single cab. It is the morning time, so I'm a little bit foggy at the moment. Alright, so we put the coil setup in the single cab yesterday, and there we go. Voila! Tip for the newcomers, got some fancy pants new covers for the Airbag Man airbags. So if you didn't know, those things, it's like I can't remember exactly what the material is, but the new material's got like a little Kevlar-y type of design in it. It helps the bag obviously not get caught up in the coils. Anyway, it's better, and it's stronger, and it's cooler. Material is definitely something new, and the bags are new too, so pretty damn happy with the end result on those things. They are awesome. So yeah, this is where we're at. That's what we're looking at. We are now doing the long range tank. If anyone's wondering why we've got tyres on the back, it's because when we take all the weight out of the car, we don't want the thing to go off the hoist down the front, so we put a bit of weight on the back. Anyway, we're going to do the tank today, pull that out, put the Brown Davis tank in, and then obviously transfer the fuel from this one into that one, and then put the jerry cans back in this one. Then that'll be done, and then I'm going to start removing gearbox, and well, Ryan's going to, because I'm working on this thing. And then we're going to pull the gearbox out to obviously do the clutch. So that's what's happening today on the single cab. Alright, well, Don and Wendy's ute is coming along quite well. Ryan got busy yesterday doing catch cans, pre-filters, safari snorkels. We did the brake booster yesterday as well because it's way easier to do the R-Max when the booster is out. Gives you that little bit more access for the top bolts. Today, what else did we do yesterday? Finished up the J-Max setup as well. So vehicle went on the ground panards and tensioned up the system. Done all that. Oh yeah, did a winch cradle on the back. There you go. So we got to fit a tray over the top of that. Camping guys are going to be coming out to obviously view that to make sure we're going to be sweet for clearances. So fingers crossed that goes well. But today we're doing X-bar and then other things as well that I can't remember. Oh yeah, bull bars, side steps, rails, all that kind of stuff as well. So we're going to get all the bar work happening. I've already done the roof rack, which is on there. And then once that's all kind of done, I'll probably start running wires here, there and everywhere as well. Be a great time. Oh yeah, we've got to strip the interior as well because we are doing a sound deaden on the vehicle. So that's what's going to happen today for the 79 single cab. Should be pretty good. Then it's going to get this mad canopy set up on the back, which I'm pretty keen to see. It's still being built for the time being. But once that's all underway, then we've got to do a fit out on that also. So that should be great times. What's going on here? In the canopy, we got 2 fridges at the front and then a bunch of other gear. So we're going to do lighting, and then we're going to do a lithium setup in there as well. Inverter. We haven't actually decided on the actual particulars of the setup yet because the canopy is still being built. Don and myself are in the process of going through that basically, which will happen probably quite soon actually, because that's got to happen. But yeah, that's what's happening today. So it should be a great time. Mounting of winches and all kinds of things like that basically, which will be cool. So we'll see how it goes.
you not use a knife, friend?
It's not a knife, it is a blade. They're very different things, Amy.
Right.
Don't you hate that? When they wrap something and you put a present inside another present? See how I'm doing that professionally? I'm literally just nicking, not cutting into.
Otherwise, Rowan would be very cranky at you.
I would be very cranky at me as well. Because then I got to explain to my wonderful customers why
I'm
they're...
going to wait another 6 weeks for another console because I ruined it.
Exactly. Oh. Look at that. Look at all that storage space. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And that thing is way better than your standard light that you get in the car. Plus your map lights. Very cool. Single cab is coming along. We have now dived, we have now started the pre-wire on the car, vehicle, ute, and we are literally just throwing wires in places to get everything run and sorted, as you can see. So, what that means is winch at the back here, so I need to run a phenomenally large power feed for that. Anderson plugs, power feeds for the canopy setup, things like that. So that's what's happening. That's what we're going to do. That's what's been happening. And we're obviously putting the interior back in as we go. Pre-wiring the stereo. Today's kind of do a little bit more of that. In amongst a couple other jobs that we've got happening as well. So we're going to be ready probably maybe a week before the tray and canopy are ready, hopefully, if I can get where I want to be before those guys ring me up and go, hey, this thing's ready to go on. Then it's got to come back here and we are going to fit out the interior of the canopy. So full get up in that thing, lighting, lithium setup, chargers, all that type of stuff. Couple of fridges, couple of fridge slides. Let's keep wiring. Make some progress on that today. Already put the air tank up under the body of the vehicle for the in-cab air control and onboard air system. Let's hit it and get this thing wired up so everything's gonna work. Ryan, did you steal my cable ties, you dog? No. So did. Found it. Don't worry.
Where were they?
On my trolley. So this is what's happened today. I have been working away because this is going to get covered up underneath everything. So there it is. Winch is in, solenoid, wireless controller, and then because the tray is not on yet, there is our hard wire as well. I'm going to hook that up somewhere on the back once the tray goes on. So that's all down, out of the way. All I've got to do is plumb up the breather for this as well, and that's going to go towards the front of the headboard. But it's in. So what I am going to do now is I've been P-clamping all my main type of stuff along here, because this positive wire has to be so big to run this all the way from the front. P-clamping along the chassis, and then underneath there as well. I haven't done that yet to do that, so that's what's going to go on now. So I finally got to the point where I've done that. I literally I stripped everything off. So all the normal wiring that comes with the unit has now pretty much just been gone because of the way I wanted to set it up. Now I'm going to do what I said just then, and Ryan's been busy on the inside putting all the stereo gear in for me. So have a look at this. Tweeters are in. We're waiting on door cards and stuff yet, but they're ready to rock and roll. Wiring's in the doors for the speakers, and we've got our sub setup going on. Amps over there. Our sexy roof console's gone in. Hammer up the top there. Our sound deadening's done. We've got to do this bad boy for all our switching, head unit, all that kind of stuff as well. So that's basically next on the program. I have run my wiring down the chassis rail. All the big stuff that needs to happen is done. Well, it's not fit off, but it's run. That's all this is. So that's cool. I have fit off the winch at the rear though. So that's all ready to go. I am wiring up tow bar, 7-pin plug, and Anderson as well. So that'll happen. Running wiring for the Tow Pro also. Ryan's kicking goals inside the car. We have, yeah, made an absolute mess, but what, UHF, Selfie, Tow Pros, head units,
sound system,
sound stereo stuff, reverse cameras,
hangers,
yeah, all of that. All of that cool stuff is going on as well. And now myself and I are going to wire up this thing on the front of the car. Oh, we're going to wire in a winch, so I'm just gathering all my rubbish tools basically, which I had at the back one, now moving to the front one. Just making sure I've got everything. So yes, that's what's happening. So just before it left for a while, I thought I'd show you. We are pretty much sweet on the fit out on the single cab. So I've done everything on the job list to date that we can do without having a body on it. Now it is getting on the back of a truck to go down to Camp King, because these guys are getting a Camp King tray canopy setup put on the back of it. So it's going down there to those guys. They're going to do their thing, and then it will come back to us after that to finish off, and then obviously do everything else that we need to do, aka 12 volt setup in the rear, all of those types of things. So that's what's happening now, as you can see. There she is. So she's going to head down to those guys. They're going to do their thing, and once they are done, it will come back, like I said, and we're going to do a 12 volt setup in the canopy, lighting and all sorts of stuff, fridges, everything that Don and Wendy needs. So should be back soon, hopefully. See how it goes. Blah, blah, blah. We salute you. Wow, blah, 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 blah.
Can't find the hole, mate.
We've all had issues, mate.
Ready for some NASCAR shit.
Just a quick thank you to all you guys who actually watch us here on YouTube. What we're doing is filming everything that we can to bring you along with all the progress and all the builds that come through the shed. Plenty more to come, so make sure you like, subscribe and hit the bell. We'll see you next time.